higher, aim higher. Slightly better aim. Okay, so the aim of that lightning ball thing, that actually is a fun tie-in to one of my fields of interest. Which sounds weird, but hear me out. So, I'm really big into game-based learning, and there's like what you can learn from video games, and not like just specifically educational video games, but any video game, even ones that weren't designed to necessarily teach you anything. There's a researcher, James Paul Gee, I have his book, What We Can Learn from Video Games, and he goes through like different learning principles that you can find in games. And one of them is called the tacit learning principle, where you learn without realizing that you're learning something. So for example, I don't know if you ride a bike, but if you ride a bike, one example is by having the ability to ride a bike, you actually technically know physics because you know how to, balance and keep the momentum. You're basically exercising physics concepts as you ride the bike.
Fall flat.
Yeah, exactly. So similarly, if you're playing a video game where you're firing constantly and you're not hitting anything because you're aiming directly at the target, you then learn how to lead. So you fire ahead of the target so it intercepts. That is also a physics concept. It's, momentum, interception, that sort of thing. Could you write the formula down? Maybe not. But the fact...
But you understand the principle behind
Exactly. So similarly, in this case, of me trying to figure out the correct angle for the best arc, once I figure that out, I will have also learned a physics concept. I will not be able to write the formula, but I have at least a basic grasp of the understanding. So, fun shit. Of course, you know that, like, some, like, edgy teenager would be like, I should be able to play shooting games, Mom. I'm learning physics. Because teen's gonna teen. I should know. I used to be one. That's another thing that I appreciate about this game. So back to my earlier game-based learning principles. There's another principle called the regime of competence. Now, the regime of competence is that kind of happy middle ground where the game is not so easy that you get bored and abandon it, but it's also not so difficult that you get frustrated and rage quit. That middle area then is the regime of competence.
Oh no, never mind. Sorry. I just saw someone running around here in where am I? Covent Garden.
Oh no, I'm not there yet. I'm still in the sewers.
Sorry, please carry on.
So the regime of competence is basically, it's not so easy that that you're bored and quit, and it's not so difficult that you get angry and quit. And Hellgate London finds that balance very well. Because you do want to have some level of difficulty, but you also want it to be enjoyable so that when you consistently keep dying, you still are like, no, I'm gonna get back, I'm gonna try again, sort of thing. It's like, that's what you want to have, is that, it's not like, wow, we're really... Because playing Hellgate Global, when I was playing that still, on the Steam version, I remember being like, is it just me, or did they completely... Like, this difficulty feels too easy. And of course, then I started playing the London 28 server. I'm like, this is the actual authentic Hellgate London experience. Okay, there we go. Because, it was actually difficult, and I was challenged, and, that... Like, in order for a game, in my opinion, to really be fun, there still has to be some level of difficulty.
Yeah, most definitely.